Thank you for clicking on the video. Welcome back to the channel. We're back with a P-Valley review. This is season 2, episode 2, 7 Pounds of Pressure. So Wanda from Snowfall, y'all know Wanda. She done moved to Mississippi. And she's stripping now. You know, she a dancer now in the interim until I guess Snowfall returns. I don't know, but we're holding the auditions out there at the Pink. Big L out there, you know, stopping through, making sure the girls are good, making sure everybody got what they need. He outside in charge of the girls. So inside, they're doing the audition, holding the auditions, I should say. Miracle Watts get up there. Her name is Big Bone because all that is. But she get up there, don't know what to do. She can't do nothing on that pole, but she could twerk. She could throw it and toss it around a little bit. So I guess you feel like that'll do it. Then we get another yellow bone. She goes by the name of Whisper, and she is twirling down. She's doing her thing, okay? She's definitely got the pole tricks. And so does Wanda. Wanda get up there too, and then they do something together, and it's very reminiscent of Mississippi and Mercedes little set that they do. You know, where one is, you know, laid out and the other is kind of like standing on top of her. You know, it's giving the illusion that she's standing on her legs, and you know what he gives. And it's so much so Mercedes standing there kind of daydreaming like, I remember we do this. These bitches just stealing our stuff. Anyway, afterwards, Uncle Clifford, you know, he gives the girls a speech. You know, it's not, if you get a no, it's not no, it's just not right now, you know, so don't nobody be feeling away. And so Mercedes gets up there to announce, you know, who made the cut. First up, Whisper. Yes. Next up, Roulette. I'm gonna call her Wanda Roulette because I met her as Wanda, and so Wanda is what she gonna stay. Wanda is who she's gonna stay. Wanda Roulette. And then next up, you know, last but not least, and before Mercedes can say it, Autumn snatches the mic and is like, Big Bone. They looking like, what? Big Bone come, you know, walking up, and Mercedes is like, she can't, what's she supposed to do? Shake, just throw ass? Like, that's passe. She not finna be up on my pole, and she can't do no tricks. Autumn say, you can teach her some tricks. Do I look like a coach? Actually, you do. Actually, you look just like one. So Autumn like, okay, you don't want her on your pole, that's cool. I can show you them nice ass titties and that ass behind the bar. Follow me, baby girl. So she gonna be the bartender. We done got rid of Quita Maxwell. We done got rid of Quita Maxwell. She ain't the bartender no more. Corbin strolls in there, you know, while they're having a rehearsal, talking about things have changed. There have been some changes. Whatever, Corbin. Whatever. Anyway, Keyshawn, she at the house and she sees a text on Derek's phone that basically says he ain't get that management position he said he was gonna get. And so, you know, they regret to inform him that the position has been filled. So he didn't get the job after all. Keyshawn, she goes outside and takes some lemonade to the sheriff and Derek. They sitting outside on the porch. They out there. He trying to figure out if he got a case. You ain't got no case. The man say, if I got to bring up charges on Diamond, assault charges and battery charges on him, I'm going to have to do the same thing for you. Listen, it was a brawl down to murder night. You weren't attacked. It was a brawl. So you might want to tread lightly on that, because if I got to bring up charges on him, I'm going to have to bring up charges on you. That's just what it is. The baby starts crying, and so Keyshawn gets up like she's going to go help, but he tells her to sit down, stay there, you know. He'll go see about the baby. And while while Keyshawn and the sheriff are still out there, you know, he's asking her how she been doing. You know, she ain't really working at the Pink no more. She ain't going to be back around there. The sheriff, you know, he's questioning Autumn and how she got this come up so quickly. You know, it's rare for that to happen. You know, if anything, the girl age out and she go and be a hairdresser or video vixen or something. But he done got, you know, now it's a dancer. Now one of his dancers has turned into part owner. You know, any idea what her real name is? And Keyshawn is like, you don't ask a stripper her real name. She got to give it to you. You got to earn it. Don't be asking me that. I feel like she should know it. Because it's not a secret no more. I mean, I guess, to him. But that's going to come back. Of course, he's going to look into her. As soon as he finds out what her real name is. Mercedes is, up on the pole teaching the girls the new tricks. And the move she does, and she posted not too long ago, she posted a clip of this saying that this was a real emotion, real raw emotion. She was really hurt. Shoulder was really hurt. So that winks that she did, that was a real face. She really did hurt her shoulder. But anyway, Wanda Roulette sees that her shoulder's bothering her. She's like, you want me to I can run to the 7-Eleven, get you some of that green alcohol. You need me to go get you a little Bengay? I can get you a little Bengay, help that out a little bit. I'm just trying to help. She's just trying to help. Big L, he's in there putting up new poles. And again, Mercedes is not like all these changes that Autumn has been making. And now we changing out the poles. She's like, I like the ones we was using. I don't know if they was using brass before. They're using brass now. But whatever ones she had before, they had a little bend. And they gave a little bit more. And so it was easy, Well, or she got accustomed and she got used to it, used to swinging on those poles. And boss's orders was to change them out, so that's that. She, Mercedes is feeling like this is it's giving slavery. She's not really appreciating how Autumn is coming in and making all these changes and just doing everything, unbeknownst to everybody. She's just making all kind of moves. Corbin and Andre drop in on Uncle Clifford and Autumn. They're having a little meeting again. They're trying to get the pink out from up under them. They ain't budging. They're trying to offer them $500,000 and Autumn is like, this place ain't worth that. Like, you're gonna have to give us what we worth. She feel like they worth, what she say, $10 million or something like that. That's what she feel like the pink is worth. And so until you come with some big money, go on and skate. We know we will not be selling. Please get out of here. Uncle Clifford got it all figured out. He feels like y'all are only over here because y'all feel like the Promised Land gonna still build up that casino, and y'all already know what that gives. And he said, I got the vote of the people, on the casino. We'll vote on that casino. And he gonna tell them, yeah. Corbin said, I know niggas like to gamble, and he's like, yeah, but niggas also ain't coming out to vote for no white cracker running for mayor. So there's that as well. So there is, catch-22 for both of them. You want something from me, I want something from you. I don't know how they gonna meet in the middle, but they need to stop trying to buy the pink. Like, just stop. They're not selling. The pink is open, is about to reopen. So yeah, nah. Y'all gonna have to come again. Uncle Clifford storms off. The pink ain't ready to open its legs yet. We ain't ready to open our legs yet. The pink need a douche, Plus, we ain't got no DJ. It's all bad. We are not ready. Autumn says we are ready. If we don't start stacking paper today, like right now, we're going to be in a situation where we do need to sell. And so, yeah, we got to get back rolling. We're going to have to go on and open it. The reopen happens tomorrow. He going to tell her she just scammed up, like, because he went off. I mean, read her down, like, who you think you are? You coming in trying to do all this, make all these changes and make all these calls, and you ain't really in charge like that. You might be the owner, but you're not the boss. You done scammed up. You scammed up. That's what that is. You scammed up, bitch. Round of applause. I loved it. You scammed up, bitch. Round of applause. I'm doing my round of applause is like this from here on out. From here on out, that's a round of applause. I feel like he, what's the word? Improv. I feel like he improv that little part right there. Anyway, he's upset. Like, he's listening beside himself. He talking about he can't, what'd he say? He said, you're too much of a cat. I'm too much of a cat to be fucked by a kitten. He just can't understand how she could do this to him. You know, she basically, you're going to have to do this on your own, because Mercedes comes in there too like, whose idea was this? Because she come in with the flyer too. You crazy, girl. We are not going to be able to do this because Friday is tomorrow. So tomorrow would be the reopening. And he basically tells her, you going to reopen all by your damn self. See how you like that? Because you're going to be alone. I'm not going to be here to help you. That's just that. Have at it. You can have your reopen. All right, we going. Where the blessings reside, where the blessings reside. Where the blessings reside, where the blessings reside. That's where we going, okay? Patrice Woodbine got a commercial out there. It's y'all scammer. Y'all know them commercials that come on in the middle of the night on BET. That's what time Patrice Woodbine commercial gonna air. In the middle of the night. Cause please, ma'am, please. And grandma over there watching it, Grandma Loretta Devine. She watching the commercial, getting a good kick out of it, because it's a mess. It is a mess. But I love to see it. You know, it made me laugh. So thank y'all for placing that right there in the perfect spot for the show. You know, good. And, you know, I love a comedic relief. I love it. Even though this isn't a heavy show or nothing like that. But, you know, I like when they throw in some comedy. All right, Uncle Clifford, you know, is at the house in his feelings. You know, he done got home feeling away, you know, about the Pink having to reopen so soon and they not being ready. He mad as hell though, and Mama's like, I don't know why you just won't kill that girl. I said, damn, kill her. Anyway, she gonna kill her. Mama's excited about this birthday. You know, you turning 40. It's your birthday. We're gonna get all the girls out. What she say? I gotta say it right, because it was funny. It was funny as hell. What you say? Oh, we can do a boom boom room Zoom and call all your ace spoon coons. And that's exactly what they did for him. Anyway, but he feeling like he gonna just be a 40-year-old heifer that ain't got nowhere. It's got all this stuff going on, still living with his grandmother. He ain't happy about turning 40. Plus, he ain't had no peen in months. Mama say, try 15 years without no dick. You'll be all right. I ain't got no sympathy for your ass. Pun intended. And he still, you know, he storms off back into his room in a tizzy. There's a knock at the door, and it like this is seconds later. She gonna holler, "You finished crying? You finished crying, Clifford?" All right, don't worry about it. I get it myself. She get up, open the door. Who that smelling like? Brute. And then she ain't say Brute, but I just threw that out there. Who is that smelling like Axe? And then Lil Murder, you know, it's me, Miss Ernestine. How you doing? She's like, Murder! I was just listening to that. Cricket letter, I. Cricket letter, I. Humpback, I. I had forgot how to spell Mississippi till that song came around. I just love Loretta Devine. I love it. I love the sound of her voice. Anyway, she's standing in the doorway, kikiing with Murder, and Clifford hears it. You know, he comes outside all still hiding behind the door, and Murder can see him in the mirror. You know, he steps in so he can be, you know, right here within earshot of him, you know, and I'm just here to, you know, relay a message to Clifford. I've been calling and texting him. I ain't getting no response, you know. Let him know I'm sorry. You know, it's my fault. You know, I messed up and it ain't happening again. You know, I realized my mistakes. Yeah, so that's that. Just let him know I came on by. And she don't want nobody wearing a mask around her. Hopefully she don't wound up sick. I really hope that she doesn't wind up getting sick, because when she opened the door, she's talking about, I can't hear you. Take that mask off. He's like, listen, I'm just trying to be respectful. Murder, you should have kept that mask on. I've been like, no, Mom, I'm going to have to keep it on. I'm going to have to keep it on. I'm trying to keep you alive, okay, and me. Even though she don't be leaving the house or nothing like that, so she don't have COVID, but Clifford be in and out, you know, so anyway, once he leaves, she gonna say to him, talking about you ain't got no dick in month. Amazon sent some peen right to your door. Andre is on the phone with his wife lying, talking about he got to stay for the reading of the will, knowing good and damn well he doing everything else but that. Anyway, he pulling up to Tydell's house and he sees that there's water holes like coming from all these different directions in one place. So everybody using the same, water source. And so he goes around the hood looking to see what's what, see where it's coming from. And they tell him that Tydell been paying everybody water bill for the past few months, since people have been getting behind. And he goes back to the house and checks the records, and true indeed, $10,000 worth of water payments. So he Robin Hood out here, robbing Peter to pay Paul. Andre, looking through the stuff, he sees this VHS and he pops it in. It's an old video, old home video, where he was a little boy. And Tydell is just pouring some wisdom into him, because he asked him what he wants to do when he grows up. And at first he says something like, something small. And he makes him, answer it again, a truthful answer, like a real one. And he tells him he wants to be the president. And whoever's holding the camera is like, you can't do that. He like, fuck you say? He get down on his level like, don't you listen to him. You can do anything you put your mind to. You can. Always say that. You can. You can do it. I was like, that's right. And that's why he thinks of you like a father. Because that's good rearing right there. Love to see it. So, of course, he stands there reminiscing, teary-eyed, all that. Derek, he at the house in the nursery. He sees that she done put them diapers back. And I'm like, girl, why you ain't take them diapers out that damn diaper genie? Now, you was supposed to take them back out. Anyway, so now he knows that she went to the dollar store. And when she kind of, admits to being out there, she's like, it wasn't nothing, like he yelled at me anyway. He yelled at you. He goes straight, beelines to the phone, calls up the dollar store and makes a complaint. I want to make a complaint about the security officer. He harassed my woman, and he yelling and screaming and carrying on. Like it's getting bad. He's turning into exactly who he is. And when he gets off the phone, she adds fuel to the fire. She's like, yeah, and you know what he also said? He also said that you called him a gutter nigga. Who would say something like that? And he, steps closer because he caught grabbing her by the face and trying to be all sweet, And she asked him, how did you find out that I was at the dollar store? Basically, he got her location on and tracked her ass, basically. And he already knew that Benny worked there because the sheriff told him that that's, where Benny was working. So that's how he found out. Keyshawn just looking like her wheels are turning, like, I got to get up out of here because he already still slapping me around because she had a black eye and everything still. So it's obvious that he is still putting his hands on her, still in that house going crazy. And she's got to find a way out. She has got to find a way up out of there. And it's going to have to be by way of the tour. It's going to have to, because he, of course, he don't want her to go on no tour. You ain't going on no tour. Because she tells him about, and I might be jumping ahead. Sorry if I am. Let me see if I am. Yeah, I'm not jumping ahead. So anyway, she's trying to weasel her way out of the house again. And so mentions the tour, and of course he's not on board. You gonna get, you don't need to be out there doing that. You'll get shot before you ever get sick. All of that. She gonna have to do some convincing to get him to let her out that house, because right now he ain't trying to let her out the house. Ain't shit changed about him. Murda and his manager, they are riding around in the funeral home hearse/tour bus. And he calls DJ Never Scared, and he ain't gonna be able to make it. He in Atlanta working with an artist. He like, you might want to get on the track. Of course, Murda just hangs up on him because, listen, you ain't a part of the team no more. You out here in Atlanta, not even, at his beck and call. The artist he's working with, it definitely sounded like Meg Thee Stallion. I don't know if we're gonna see her cameo appearance later, but that was definitely her voice. Definitely. So he's working with Meg Thee Stallion. Go you. Listen, I wouldn't be going on no little chitlin circuit tour either. If I got to make some beats for Meg Thee Stallion, that's what I'm gonna do. Anyway, Murda and the manager, they pull up to the prison to pick up the homie. He gonna go on the tour with them. Keyshawn and her manager, this is the slick talking one from the last season, that she met on Murder Night. He's her manager now, and she's meeting with him, and he's the one getting her all these brand deals and all of this. He's telling her her lashes gonna be in all the beauty supply stores. Like, it's looking up for Keyshawn. It really is. If she could just get out from under this man. If she can just get out from under this man, then she could thrive. She really could. So she starts, negotiating, throwing stuff out there. So all these accommodations you're going to try to make, because Derek worried about the accommodations and her staying in the same room with Murda. He don't like the way he look at her. Listen, you ain't got to worry about Murda and Keyshawn. Trust me. But anyway, she says, okay, so these accommodations, that's gonna come off, off my cut. And he like, I mean, that's standard. Okay, what about travel expenses, lodging, all of that? What about all of this stuff? That's coming out my cut too? Yeah, no, we're not gonna be able to do that, because Derek finna get a new job. So I mean, it's really like, what the point? What is the point of me even doing a tour? My man finna be making all the money. Derek just sitting there knowing good and damn well he ain't got no job. Knowing good and damn well. And I'm thinking, what is Keyshawn's angle? She had to have an angle with this. And she definitely did. But she sends him on his way. And he go get back into her. It's like, I mean, she called me to come out here. And I don't know what's going on. While they're, sitting in the car handling business. I think it was the manager. He looked back and kind of winks at the dude they picked up from prison. And then he just fall out on the floor pretending to die. These niggas playing mafia. They playing games while business is transpiring. But anyway, Keyshawn ends up texting the manager again, like, thanks, I can take it from here. So it was definitely a scheme she's setting up. She's setting something up. Sis gonna get out this house. She gonna get out. So it's the Pinks reopen. It's lit. Everybody outside. The line is wrapped. Big L is DJing. Back in the dressing room, the girls are getting ready, and they standing around Whisper with her little pendulum thing. She in there practicing. She a witch. She in there practicing the witchcraft. And they just all hovered around it trying to figure it out. Mercedes looking like, I'll pass. Autumn come in there, shooing them out onto the floor. It's looking like Mercedes gonna make a nice little cut off the door, She's still, I guess this shoulder still bothering her. She always got the same disposition. Mad. She always got the same disposition. But anyway, the girls have also stocked her up. They have her stocked on the green alcohol for that shoulder. So there's that. Uncle Clifford, he in his bed wallowing in self-pity, looking on his phone, and he sees Murder Night. I mean, not Murder Night, but he sees Lil Murda's flyer for the tour, come across his feed. I saw the same flyer. I saw the same flyer on Instagram. But anyway, he just lusting and reminiscing and just missing his man. And out of nowhere, his mama is not his mama, grandma's in there. She calls him out of there to take the trash out. He goes out there and takes it outside and then gets kidnapped. And some people just, put a bag over his head and jump him and snatch him on out of there. He hollering and screaming, of course. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Anyway, at the Pink, there's a dancer. She got some issues with her man. I don't know, her possible baby daddy, the one with the baby. He in there talking about he want a paternity test. So there's that's happening. Another one of the dancers is upset that Big Bone up there getting tips, for twerking on the bar. It's like now all the bottle girls think that they should just be twerking around here when this is not about them. Autumn, she says she gonna handle it. She says she gonna take care of it. Then there's a fire happening. I'm just like, what is happening at the Pink? A lot. A lot is going on, and Autumn is in the middle of it. But she says she gonna handle it all, you know. She gonna have to, all on her own, because Uncle Clifford will not be coming. Because Uncle Clifford, he, you know, they still got him kidnapped. They walking him up to something, and he just spilling all his tea. I mean, just telling all his business about the time he buried a body. He done slept with this one and that one. Just really bearing his soul, because he think he finna meet his demise, and they take the mask off of him, and it's a huge surprise party. So the community, they came together for him, and they got a little skate party. It was nice. It was nice. Niecy Nash, her wife was there. You know, I don't know about her acting chops, but she made a cameo. What's the guy's name? Where the money reside? The creator of that. He also made a cameo appearance. So good for him. He done really he got on Bad Boys Club, and he's on this now. You listen. Get it how you live. I have no issues with seeing social media comedians and people and social media influencers on my TV screen, because ain't that the point? This is why we doing what we do. This is why we do what we do, you know? Put me in a movie. Okay? I know you see the reels. Put me in a movie. I mean, you got to audition as well, but still, you know, I love to see it. I love to see them getting their shot. Anyway, the girls are downstairs. It's Whisper the Witch, Wanda Roulette, and Mercedes. Like they're down where the old Boom Boom Room was. The pole is kind of like swinging. It's not completely, you know, it's not a full pole. Like half of it is missing, and so it's swinging. And they look at it, and Wanda use it as a pendulum. She say, "Am I gonna make bank tonight?" And it swings, and Mercedes looking like, what the fuck going on? Whisper the Witch look at her like, it's your turn. No, thank you. Again, y'all need to get back out there to the floor to dance. Thank you very much. And so there's that. But I'm just like, this whole paranormal activity we got going on, I don't know what we're doing. It's almost like how I felt about Snowfall when we took a complete left, and we was out here with tigers walking around in Compton. Then sometimes the writers get a little colorful, and you know, I be wanting them to reel it on back in, but here we go. And Uncle Clifford's party, I forgot to tell y'all, while he was, you know, just sitting on her throne, while she was sitting around on her throne, she looked out in the crowd and saw Trey. It was looking like murder. You know, they ain't take their mask down in them, but they looked over at him and did like that. And so I guess he knew it wasn't him. But he was daydreaming and really thought he had saw murder in the crowd. But anyway, you know, the party, they're mixing and mingling. He's mixing and mingling with her guests. I'm sorry. Listen, y'all, I'm gonna get the pronoun wrong. I'm just gonna throw it out there. I'm gonna get it wrong at least a few times before my brain says she, and not he. Anyway, she is mixing and mingling with her guests, and one of them notices Trey across the room, and you know, she start going in like, you might want to leave that one alone. Here, have you bent over in the back. Before you know it, you know, really going through. And so I would tread lightly if I were you. But she goes over there to get some skates from Trey, and Trey start flirting, unzips her pants, pulls her peen out, and they proceed to do what it do. I said, child. Showing us Uncle Clifford's little Peter whacker. And I said little, but we weren't dealing with a little one at all. We weren't looking at a little one at all. Back at the Pink, the girls, they throwing ass everywhere, okay? And it's and Whisper the Witch is up there with Wanda Roulette. They doing their routines. And listen, they getting all the money. They're getting all the money. Mercedes, on the other hand, over there struggling. Nobody's paying her no attention. You know, she's just trying to do all the tricks she can do. She done lit her shoes on fire again. Nobody's bothered. Everybody is paying attention to Whisper the Witch and Wanda Roulette. And afterwards, you know, no, not afterwards. She gets up there. Because she's trying really hard to grab the attention of the crowd. And so she climbs up to the top. Still that shoulder, and it's obvious it's hurting her. Climbing up to the top, she get all the way up there to the top, and then she just can't hold herself anymore, and she falls all the way back. She wakes up on the table, and Benny Diamond is standing over her, Autumn, and so is Uncle Clifford. He done brought her over there to the root doctor, because Benny Diamond is a root doctor. And so he lays her down, you know, he flips her over and, you know, asks her what's going on, of course, and she says that it's her shoulder. It just feels really heavy, like since murder night. It's just been feeling heavy. And so he's like, flip over on your back, and he starts doing his witchcraft, and I'm over here, blood of Jesus. Blood of Jesus, you know, because I don't play them games. Let me go and anoint myself, because I'm not playing about the witchcraft on the Tizu. But anyway, he do a little his root work on her, and every time he snaps his fingers around this shoulder part, she starts, you know, ticking and all of that. And it moves from one shoulder to the next. You know, he's just snapping it around on her, and then finally, like, scoops it out, and like it's in his hand. The energy is in his hand, and he puts it on this scale, and it's 7 pounds. He's like, 7 pounds of weight. I just got rid of 7 pounds of weight off of you. So somebody had did a little root work. Somebody had done a little root work. Either that or, yeah, somebody had done a little root work. And anyway, she had that. Now that's, you know, released off of her, and you can see it on the scale. He opens the window, and you can see the scale, you know, lift up and get lighter and lighter as the energy just goes out the window. I said, look, you done got the demon about you. Okay, Benny Diamond. Autumn notices Marcellus's ring is still there. You know, what you still doing with his ring? He like, listen, I had to keep the ring because I had to do some root work to make sure that he's never found again. Like, the ring is here to protect all of us. Or is it? But anyway, he, you know, he ain't no, afterwards, of course, you know, after things are settled, Autumn want him to come back to the pink. He ain't coming back to the pink. Of course, Uncle Clifford looking at her like, will you leave the people alone? Like, come on with that. You good where you at, you know? We wish you well. We wish you well. But it's probably not a good idea for him to come back to the pink. Mercedes, when they're leaving, Mercedes basically put Autumn out like, you gonna have to leave. Like, this is a lot, and it's all stemming from you. You know, like, I'm daydreaming and having dreams about this nigga. We done took it too far for you. Like, I can't do this no more. I need you to get out of my house. Autumn, of course, I just need a little, no time, no more time. You're gonna have to be gone tonight. You're gonna have to get out tonight. Keyshawn. She is at the house, sweet talking Derek. I mean, she sit on it and everything for a little razzle dazzle, pull her titties out. So what was that about me not being able to leave the house? Like, because he tells her he don't have a job, and she's like, oh, wow, really? Looks like I'm going to have to get back on the pole. It's time for me to take care of you now. Don't you think? Don't you want me to take care of you, you know? I got this. Let me do this. Let me go on this tour, you know? And he's so mesmerized, you know, that he gonna say yes to it all. And so she got him right where she want him. She gonna get up out this house. Autumn, she's living at the pink for now. She missed the pole as well. She mentions that too. She mentioned that to Mercedes, that she missing the pole. And so she drunk off the brown liquor anyway. So she just gets up there on the pole. The pink is closed. She get up there dancing. Andre walk in, still trying to talk his way, you know, into getting the pink from them. She's not hearing it. She's like, you still not coming with the big dick coin. Like, And until you then, please stop asking me about selling this place, because it's going to be no. It's going to be no. They do that, you know, that flirtatious stuff that they do. He panting and carrying on. It's just like, you need to relax. You need to really relax, Andre. But he thanks her for, you know, making him go to the funeral. And she says, you're welcome. You know, steps up closer and gives him a hug, you know. So that's that. Oh, I forgot to mention that when Autumn was back in the office, she heard a little static. And she didn't, you know, think nothing of it. But it was the camera monitors. When she leaves the room, we see on the camera monitor Marcel is standing in the champagne room. There's like a flash of him. So we get a little paranormal activity there. He up in there and he got the place haunted. His spirit is still there, obviously. What's the girl name? Mississippi. She at the house. And then we see her saying goodbye to her man after she done put that thing on him. We see her saying goodbye to the baby, and then she tips on out the door. She is free. She's free. Ain't no feeling like being free. She's free. She's on the tour bus Hearst. And so yeah, that's that. They finna ride out. We finna get this tour. It's finna get going. I'm excited. I'm excited for them. Anyway, that's it. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It's Call Me Busby, and I'll chat with you later. Peace and light.